We have got another guest coming in.
Acclaimed film director.
Writer, director, stuntman.
Writer, director, and founder of Hazelight Studios.
And creator of the games Brothers, A Way Out, and It Takes Two.
He just won the BAFTA for Best Multiplayer.
The best, brightest, most fascinating minds.
The internet legend.
Joseph Fares.
Mr. Joseph Fares.
Joseph Fares.
Joseph Fares.
Joseph Fares, back here at the Game Awards.
And I saw that one crazy dude.
And there's been reports about this guy that he is a little bit like
controversial. And that EA knew that.
Because he just seems fucking crazy and all over the place.
And then here comes this guy, and he just comes off like a weirdo.
We think he was drunk as hell.
He was so drunk.
He was definitely drunk.
looking drunk as hell.
The drunk dude at the mic.
Probably really drunk or high.
Like, you gotta shut him down.
I was born in Beirut, you know, in the middle of the civil war, so where I had to like steal stuff, like very sad stuff, like steal stuff to give them to friends for them to like me, you know, all these things. It's very sad stuff for a kid, you know. Well, I actually did a movie about that. It's called Zozo. Like, it was a harsh environment, of course, for a kid. You see a lot of stuff that you're not supposed to see, you know. When you live close to death, you live more like in the now, in a weird sense of a way. Cause I was like in the area 300 meters from the bomb, and you have real bombs falling down 300 meters from you. But what happens, like, I at least got this adrenaline kick. You feel alive in a weird sense. Like, you know, some people talk about living in the now. That's truly living in the now. That's why you have this adrenaline junkie when they jump out of the mouth. But then we moved to Sweden when I was 10, but I was very like outside there, like I didn't really fit in. It's almost like when you're an immigrant there, it's quite hard. A lot of people in my class were Swedish, so I ended up like having a lot of trouble and problem like that.
So when you get teased and stuff, what is it called? When you're bullied. Yeah, bullied. However, I didn't like, I wasn't the kind of guy that was in a corner. I mean, I actually fought my way back. But at the end of the day, so I started to make this, like go away this creative ways, and I thought like when I did creative stuff like that people would start liking me. So actually that was the start of my career, just wanting people to like me.
I remember like I borrowed a camera from a friend of mine's father, like a small camera, and we did our first short movie, and I felt like, oh, this is fun, I could really do this.
I started making these short movies with my friends. We did it quite a lot. There's a small town called Örebro in Sweden. It went so far so even the police forces in Örebro was actually tired of me, because at one point they even came out with their guns up, and I like threw away like real life dolls from I didn't ask anyone, I just did it. And when the police came, I was like, yeah, we're just shooting a movie. So it was a very fun time, very crazy time, but...
And of course, eventually when I made my first movie called Yalla Yalla at that time, this was 2000, I was maybe 22 or something, like very young, and it became the #1 box office hit in Sweden. And it's also sold around the world everywhere, so. I have my whole family in the movie. Like it was like my grandmother, my father, everything. Yeah. Like cousins and like, we had a scene and then it was supposed to be like a wedding of some kind. And you know, it was like a small budget and something. Like my producer, I remember, came up as like, we're supposed to have like a big fight here in the part. Like, how are we gonna do? We don't have any stunt, nothing. I'm like, don't worry about it. So I went up on stage. I'm like, okay, everybody. This was like friends and relatives and everything. I'm like, okay, this side, you're gonna fight with this side. They're like, 1, 2, and action. They started going up and screaming, throwing chairs and like going crazy. I'm like, wow, this is so much good footage. And then I'm like, cut, but nobody listened. They didn't care. I continued fighting.
You know, you've had a very successful film career.
Moving from filmmaking to game making, that's not a transition that we see creators make often.
So what made you make that switch?
What made you want to change your career like that?
First of all, I'm a real hardcore gamer. I love games. I've always had a dream at some point of working with one.
I play everything. Like, I've been playing since I was, I don't know, since Atari came out.
If I go into an apartment, if I visit someone, and there is no console or whatever in their like apartment or house, it's for me like coming into a place that they don't have a toilet in there.
Right.
It's so weird. Like,
I always had gaming in the back of the head. I wasn't like a particularly skilled at programming. I literally did not have internet as well, so it was very hard. The gaming industry in Sweden is obviously quite big. We have quite a lot of studios here that are very famous, you know, I mean, DICE, and yeah, I can go on, the list is huge. So they were interested, like, who's this guy? I mean, they knew my name because I'm well known in Sweden, and they started to invite me to like, okay, can you talk about story, blah, 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 you know, because they were like interested in storytelling and gaming. A friend of mine had a school, like they had some students, and there he said like, would you like to make a demo of a game? I'm like, yeah, man, what the fuck, why not? Let's do it. And then I came up with the concept of Brothers. When I came up with that, I remember I couldn't sleep that night. I came to the team the day after. I'm like, this is so fucking cool. And I made a prototype. That was Brothers, and that was the dream come true for me to make a prototype. 3 years ago, and I've been going to different studios trying to convince them this is really a cool idea, and they actually liked the idea, but because of Brothers, maybe it's risky. It does some stuff which is, you know, maybe unique or different or whatever, I think.
A lot of people in Sweden were like, well, you're a filmmaker, what do you know about gaming, and blah, blah, blah.
I did a demo first with a team, and then another demo with another team.
And from that demo, people in the industry started to be a little more interested, because now there was something playable. So I got actually a couple of 100,000 to make another demo. Okay. But they made a better demo. That made it even easier. And then, you know, then I got the opportunity to finally come into, at that time it was Starbies. They had a small team.
So what would you say your formula to create games are then?
Do you have any good techniques to share?
You have a recipe?
We don't have any leveling up, we don't have any different ammo, no reusing, no loot boxes. You will never see a menu or numbers.
Nobody's interfering in anything. There's not anyone coming like, hey guys, it sells more, you have to do. No. Yeah. I'm pretty hard on this.
I'm not out there to make a good game or a great game. I'm there to push the boundaries. I'm there to push the industry. I'm there to question everything. Whenever everybody comes to me and says, this is how you do it, I'm like, no, it's not, because nobody knows it really.
It's extremely important that it's a single-player game. You could call it a single-player co-op game if you want, I don't know. You as a player will control the brothers at the same time. Let me show you how. You control big brother with left stick and little brother with right stick. It's extremely important that you bond and connect with the brothers. I mean, that's never gonna happen co-op. It's never gonna happen. If you look at my shoe here, look how easy it is to tie my shoe. You see, I tie it, I untie it, very simple. Now let's try to do this with someone else.
No, this isn't working.
I personally feel that some games do repeat themselves so many times, so it actually gets a little bit boring because you get tired of the same mechanics. Brothers is doing, I believe, something different too by introducing new mechanics all the time. You will not play one thing twice. It will happen something new at you all the time, something new. So.
Were there any particular games on PlayStation which inspired the brothers?
Oh, you're kidding me? I mean, inspired? Yeah, definitely. You could definitely say that Naughty Dog, which is one of, if not the studio I admire the most. And I mean, I love many of their games, but Uncharted 2 especially.
What did you want to do in Brothers that you couldn't do?
It was a snake boss in the grass. Because I wanted to have a snake and with a lot of long grass and like ropes and like animators in general are very afraid of snakes and ropes, all those things that are kind of like, so I sometimes joke with my animator, I'm like, what, have a snake bite you when you were young or what's the problem, you know? It's like, it's اختك. Now I swear in Arabic, it's like best words in the world. Fast man badam bedzang mizanam dige. Family.
Haze light, what do you call it?
What do you say? Like, you know, under the... what was I going to say? Yeah, let me tell you. Okay, wait, it's coming to me. Come on. Something wrong with my English? English is not my
normal language. Normal, that's it. But look at me, like I live in Sweden, I sound like a Arabic idiot. Like they don't let me into the airport, like when they hear me talk, they think I'm a terrorist or something.
All the dialogue in the game is had in a made-up language.
The characters in this game speak in an unrecognizable language, but their movement and expressions leave enough for the player's imagination to guess what they're saying.
The story is told without a single word of English being spoken. The story is advanced through gameplay, gibberish, and body gestures.
We want the experience to be up to the player, so it's up to you what they're saying, fill in the details. But there are actually some specific stuff that happened to me in Lebanon that I've used in my creativity. A lot of bad shit happens. Storytelling was kind of close to my heart, even when I was very young. Obviously didn't have any money, lived like we were like 7 people in a very small house. And that game is very personal to me as well because of the ending. And actually I buried my own little brother. He was a newborn. Actually kind of inspiration of that as well. In the end, when you have to go back to your father, when you have to swim to your father, the little brother, we know from the story playing that he can't swim by himself, so he needs his big brother. So you go there and you like go to the water and you don't really know what to do. And it's like people went there like for a couple of minutes, they don't understand what to do. Suddenly they realize like if I push the dead brother's button in, then you get the strength of actually taking his force into. And that moment for me when it came up, I remember I wasn't sleeping that night. I came to the team, I'm like, this is gonna blow your fucking mind, you know, because I was so excited. And actually that's the moment where many people felt like that was like the big moment that couldn't be done in movies, you know.
Mother, I'm here.
Nobody believed in it. Nobody thought the game would be successful. Many designers and people were like, no, that's not how you do games. You can't do it like this. You can't do it like that. At least 4 people like didn't want to continue working with Brothers because they didn't like the way I thought of gaming, you know. Pre-reviews of Brothers were like super bad. Really? Super bad. I'm telling you, like, I don't like quit. Like when I believe in something, it's gonna happen.
Overall, Brothers is a magnificent tale of family and fraternity.
It dazzles with an emotional story, endearing characters, beautiful visuals, and a soundtrack to match.
It pushes forward the idea of what games can do, or at least it did for me, and I've been playing video games for a long time.
That stands as one of the greatest experiences I've played through this year.
An ambitious, emotionally affecting adventure that's short, but oh so sweet.
In the last moments of Brothers, I was moved to tears by pulling a trigger. And if there's a better endorsement I can give to this game or any game, I honestly can't think of what it is.
And the award goes to Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons.
Thank you very much for this. It means a lot. Thank you.
Have you got tinkering around with any other game ideas? I mean, you want to come back around to this space again?
Oh yeah, definitely. I have a couple of them, which I guarantee when I show them, you will go like, oh, that is interesting. I know it, man. I just know it.
Damon here with IGN News. The team that created 2013's Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons has founded Hazelight Studios, a new developer under publisher Electronic Arts, and is working on a new game.
A Way Out will be released on March 23rd, 2018 for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. The co-op experience from Hazelight, the developer behind Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, will allow you to play the game online with a friend, even if the other person doesn't have a copy of the game.
Yeah.
When we did A Way Out in the beginning, there was a lot of concerns like, can we only do co-op story? Will this work? Is there audience for it? Will people buy this, play this? Because there was no market to this. Nobody really believed that this would sell. There were questions like, for instance, like, oh, wouldn't single player? For me, like, no, doesn't matter what you say. Single player will not happen. This is the game, this is the vision. I don't care if they would have given me $10 million. No, it wouldn't have happened. But I love pushing these things and these questions, even if I'm not afraid of failing. Being afraid of failing is 100% way worse than actually failing. Sometimes you need to fuck up, you know? When I did The Way Out, I remember the inspiration came from
actually that I wanted to play a game like that myself.
Most of the co-op games you used to see are normally a single play game that they do a co-op
another
for.
character.
Yes, and you have like pretty much the same mechanic and stuff like that.
I wanted to play a game where the characters had unique personalities and goals. A game where me and a friend can embark on an emotional journey together. The game designed for split screen co-op only. And this is exactly what A Way Out is.
But I do again want to tell a story with more of interactive gameplay and less of a passive gameplay. We do have shooting in the game. You have like bike chase only there. Cars only there. The mini games are there for a reason for what happens in the... There's a scene where actually one of the players have a like a side-scrolling almost fighting game.
Variation is insane. It's like we do like one thing and then it's over.
But here's the hard thing of it, because when you change the mechanic, the production goes up, so you have to like make all this stuff. So the amount of animation in this game for being a small indie studio is like at some points more than some AAA titles out there. Wow. And there's a scenario where he ends up being in a side-scrolling fighting game. It's only there, over 300 animation, it's only 1 minute, and then it's over. There's a scene where they're fishing. That took us maybe a month and a half just to create that content.
Not bad.
You do everything to save money. Look, the thing is like this. I do all the mocap for this. I am the body of Leo. I do the mocap myself. I run around and I've lost my toenail with it. I do all the stunts as well. I use my big brother as a...
I have my big brother in the game also. He's a great actor, but I get him for free. So.
When you have no money, you know, you keep the business in the family. I mean, he means a lot. We work really great together. Like, we never argue on set. We never argue on this. We just really understand each other immediately. And I know he have extreme respect for me as I have for him. I look up to him very much in what he does, and I know he does the same for me.
What about, are there game makers that you admire?
Yes. I have a huge respect for Neil Druckmann. I'm a big fan of Naughty Dog, and I think Neil Druckmann is a super cool dude who's been very kind and cool and inspirational to me, actually. I mean, I have some Uncharted moments in the game, I would say, but it's for co-op.
And it employs an Uncharted-like approach to shooting, and it never felt good.
The third-person shooting doesn't feel as good as something like Uncharted 4.
It's not like Uncharted.
Right.
The gameplay and the action, the story, the character interactions, those are the kind of things that A Way Out doesn't do as successfully.
So some people who think it's a game, they expect it to feel like Uncharted 4, you know what I mean? People like compare the shooting on A Way Out with like Uncharted shooting. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, we had one coder on our shooting mechanics. We pretty much have their coffee budget. Like, so it's crazy that being compared with those big titles, because for me, in A Way Out, it was better to have different mechanics that were maybe not everything was super polished, but they still like had their purpose for that. And we saw that half of the players have actually played the game on couch. Half of the players. Right? Because people want to play together. People want to experience stories together also. The idea is to create trust between two players and then trash it all apart. So that's the whole idea.
Some people were pissed off because someone like, fuck you, Joseph, my girlfriend's not talking to me anymore. Like that.
The dynamics between the characters on screen and on the couch, like without spoiling, if you go in on YouTube and look at the reaction, how people like look at each other like, what the fuck is going on? Or,
oh no.
No!
I should have killed you.
It's because playing co-op and then, you know, it's like...
Yo, dude, that was one of the wildest things I've ever played in my life.
A Way Out is an exceptionally unique game.
A Way Out is almost genius at times.
Memorable, variety-packed cinematic adventure.
It is an incredibly enjoyable game, and it's a title that I'll easily play twice without any hesitation.
If you are even remotely interested in co-op, A Way Out shouldn't be missed.
And the BAFTA is awarded to A Way Out!
I want to start by thanking the jury for having really good taste, actually.
So for the next game, I'm telling you, we're gonna win every single one of this.
Yeah, I'm focused on the next one right now. So for me, like, this game is done now, it's the next thing.
Well, you'll probably remember this next developer from a few years back. He is not a fan of the Oscars, but he is a fan of colorful language and our show. He's in Stockholm, Sweden tonight, and he wanted to give us a new look at his next game. Here is my buddy, he really is my friend, Joseph Ferres. Hey, Joseph.
What's up, Jeff? So nice to be back at the Game Awards. As you can see, I'm in the middle of a mocap shoot, working on our next game, It Takes Two.
This is the story of a magical kingdom, one of wizards and warriors. It's an epic tale set upon the high seas, an odyssey through time and space. Pew, 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 pew.
We had a huge problem with It Takes Two. I mean, comparing to A Way Out, I mean, you know, because in a sense that was quite easy to sell because it's like two guys escaping prison. Everybody can relate to that. It's kind of a easy sell type of game. It's a third-person action adventure. It looked like, you know, you could get an idea. But with this one, like, what is it? It was a strange book. We did a trailer. Like, we really had some serious problem before the game was released to get attention. I remember we released the trailer. We were like, we weren't like not even close to the attention we got for A Way Out.
This is the story of Cody and Meg.
Why'd you look like a blob of clay?
Wanna change back? Then you need to fix your relationship.
We were lucky because, you know, Hazelight and me was known from the press.
I mean, imagine making a sex scene, like playable. I mean, not doing that. I'm not joking. If you genuinely don't like the game, $1,000 you got it. Fuck the Oscars, you know? Fuck the Oscars!
And I saw that one crazy dude.
We think he was drunk as hell, but...
Like, you gotta shut him down.
That will be the meme from that show.
That's how you get people to notice.
You create a viral moment for him.
Yeah.
The effect of people talking to each other, you know, so people obviously want to talk to us and play it. And once they had hands on, then we started to see like, oh, the reaction, how they felt.
What is this? This is so fucking
Save your furry ass!
She said that she got distressed.
Yeah, I saw what happened.
It kind of is a love story. Okay, I'm gonna show you something. You can look. Oh shit, this is my girlfriend. That's not good. Okay. Subconsciously, it's my girlfriend telling me. I mean, I live with my girlfriend, obviously.
Yeah, of course. My wife is beautiful too. I don't forget to, of course.
Is family a place where you draw a lot of inspiration?
For sure. I mean,
I've had relationships, so there's been inspiration from that as well, like how they talk and how they speak to each other. I mean,
It Takes Two is all about love. I think love is important. Love.
I love everybody.
Play this game, you feel the love again. When people are playing this, that they're actually, we've even had people proposing. It's gonna demand that you really communicate with your partner. So this communication, if you're in a relationship, it actually tells you a lot of where you are in your relationship. So if you had a really good one, maybe you'll be even more better after this one is done. Or if you have a bad one, trust me, we did some internal testing. We saw some couples that, you know, we could clearly see like, okay, there's another problem here that they need to take care of, you know what I mean? I think I saw someone on Twitch as well, like a couple, and they were really, like, not to judge, but it felt like they needed to talk.
You did a good job.
I did.
You're too slow. I did it myself.
Who just told us the answer?
Who did?
You thought of that?
Yeah, I thought of it.
It's so funny. I just saw people playing on YouTube today is the reason. And the way they reacted almost had me cry. When you realize like, fuck, exactly the feeling you want people to feel. They're feeling it.
we've become a co-op masters, and
This is a co-op masterpiece.
It Takes Two is really awesome.
It Takes Two is a truly joyful trip you really need to take together.
It Takes Two is fantastically creative and deserves all of the laudations they've received.
And the winner is It Takes Two.
And the 2021 Game of the Year is It Takes Two.
Thank you again. I'm shaking. Look at me, man. This is like a big, big moment for me. And Neil, you're a big inspiration. Thank you. Thank you.
We're here with Joseph and Oscar, who just won the BAFTA.
Actually, I'm quite sure we'll win the next one as well.
It's only been not even a month.
Yeah, on to the next thing. I'm so fully focused and excited on the next thing that we already have started.
Split Fiction is a roller coaster of gameplay ideas and styles.
Good old-fashioned video game fun.
Split Fiction is easily my pick for Game of the Year right now, and we're only 3 months in.
We have pushed it to the next level with our games. I mean, we did It Takes Two. This one is even crazier. There's so much variety in it. I mean, we have first our main levels, then we have something like we call like side stores. That's kind of side content you can miss, and those are literally 5 to 10 minutes of like new worlds, set pieces, bosses sometimes, like a total new crazy stuff. Just one of the big adult dragons took like 7-8 months to create.
We can play as pigs, and then I guess you can cook them?
There's gonna be moments in the game where people are like, oh shit. So that is cool. That's kind of our thing a little bit. We kind of like we call them kind of haze-like moments where stuff's like, what the moments kind of. Yeah. So we have those in this game as well. What you're referring to, a lot of people are reacting to the variety of the mechanics. That is something, you know, that I've been pushing for since day one, since I made Brothers.
What did you want to do in Brothers that you couldn't do?
It was a snake boss in the grass.
Some people who think it's a game, they expect it to feel like Uncharted 4. You know, people like compare the shooting on A Way Out with like Uncharted shooting.
I mean, this is on par with Uncharted, and
Definitely, there are some moments that evoke the Uncharted franchise.
I think it gives off very heavy Uncharted vibes.
That's kind of like Uncharted, yeah.
A little bit of like Uncharted-like action. This is some Uncharted shit right here.
But I just know in my heart, like when I focus on something, it will happen. That's no matter what.
Would you say that that family is a big, important factor for you as a creative?
My family is obviously one of the closest things, so for me it feels natural to use them and the stuff I do when it fits. Obviously I have a big family with a huge amount of relatives and everybody wants to be in everything.
I will have my first child now very soon. Look. Oh, that's my daughter. Like, oh, she's so cute. She's 5 months. I never thought I could love something so much. It's crazy.
I have already 1.5 years, and the next one is coming next week.
Oh. My goal, obviously, is to make my little girls hardcore gamers, so...
One more thing. Just want to say, in the trailer, they called me and Zoe, my daughters, it's their name. They're also in the audience. Put the camera, let them show how cute they are. There, hello! Hey, Papa!
Mom? Dad? I sort of base the story around my dad.
Yes, we are best in the world in co-op, I would argue. We never follow the market. You could say we create the market.
So it's nice to be part of almost like a kind of a creating a sub-genre in a sense.
A new kind of genre, like experiencing a story together, you know.
But to be honest, we are now focused on the next thing. I'm super passionate about what we're doing next. We already started, so I'm really excited what we're doing here next. And we feel, to be honest, like we can do better. We just feel like, oh, people are liking this so much, but we know we can do better. We just started, man.